From Disney comes the last film in this X universe to remind us that just like the human body, when a franchise dies, it craps itself.
Oh, God.
Dark Phoenix. Roll the dice on the latest X-Men joint, an IP that's given us the highest highs, the lowest lows, and the middlest mids to revisit the Dark Phoenix storyline from X-Men 3. Only this time, we really get to know Jean Grey. No? Not really? Okay, but we're exploring the cosmic potential of the Phoenix Force. No? After the intro, it's all on Earth? Okay, fine. We're finally seeing what a new creative team can do with this material. No? Same guy who wrote X-Men Last Stand, but now he's directing too? You know what they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and you could probably fool me again, because I like the cartoon and nerds are easy marks. Previously on X-Men.
Probably fool me again.
Just kidding, doesn't matter, because no one will explain how or why Magneto is a free man after the last movie, or how the X-Men have a hotline to the president after this happened, or why they keep skipping decades, even though it puts these characters in their 50s now.
Right.
50s. But whatever, pretend this is the first one you've seen, and thrill as Jean Grey fights an evil space cloud. A monotone space alien.
If we can control that power, we can resurrect our race. Begin again.
And a consistent American accent.
I don't have a home. You made sure of that.
In a story that banks on you caring about a character who's barely on the screen before this. It's almost like focusing on Mystique for the last 3 movies was, now hear me out, a bad choice.
I'm proud.
Audience. And over it. See the core X-Men how you've come to expect them by now. Annoyed. Bored.
There's always a speech, but nobody cares anymore.
And way too famous to sit for makeup. But they'll step aside to give the new mutants something to do. Or rather, these mutants. Like Cyclops, whose random F-bomb in a PG-13 movie is the closest he comes to a personality.
If you touch her, I will f***ing kill you.
Quicksilver, who's once again sidelined before his powers make everyone else pointless.
Right.
Nightcrawler, who's gone from thriller fan to killer man. And Storm, who's been so conditioned to have nothing to do that she lets it pour rain at a funeral. Now the whole mansion is gonna smell like a wet dog. Gross. Ever wonder what it would look like if you got to make the next X-Men? Probably something like this.
Please.
Because this is the director's first movie, and he's spending $200 million on his student film, showing off exactly how superhero actors look if it's not handled with care and expertise. Morons. They look like absolute morons. Okay, Michael, pretend you're trying to open a jar with your mind. It'll be you too. Harder. Harder. Push your hands out more. Way more. Don't worry, it'll look cool later. Oh man, I've been way over my head. So press X to pay respects to the final terrible movie of the current X-Men franchise that you could blame on the writer-director failing upwards, or last-minute reshoots to make it less like Captain Marvel, or the main cast wishing they were dead.
Now we're the only ones left.
Or you could choose to remember all the good times, forget this ever happened, and maybe try reading some X-Men comics instead.
There we go.
Did you know they made books out of all these movies? There's even pictures inside. Starring Lady Bird, Charlie and the Child Soldier Factory. Let's see them aliens. Old Magneto had a farm. X-Men Origins. Frasier. Cliff the Raven, please no more. Taserface. Gotta go fast. Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm not here to make friends. And the MCU stealing the X-Men? Oh, I get it. X-Men 4, X3, Take 2, the last one. Jean did not have this much blood on her when she flew away. Whose blood is this?
Whose blood is it?
Jean, did you kill Cyclops off screen again?
That was a really good Honest trailer. I had a lot of laughs for me on that one. What about you? Yeah, this movie is, I think Honest really does a good job of like highlighting all the just dumb stuff. But also I love how honest trailers can like take some clips and like make them a little bit longer so that you kind of get the real feel of how dumb some of these lines or scenes are. Like the one with Jessica Chastain, the one with Professor X or James McAvoy being walked up the stairs. It was messed up in the scene, like, you know, in the movie, but like they play it for laughs here. And it's pretty funny. So really good honest trailer for me here. I liked it. Let's see what the pitch meeting has in store.
So, you have an X-Men sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. Amazing. I can't wait to see what's going on with, wait, which character am I supposed to care about at this point? Unclear, sir, but there's definitely gonna be characters in this movie that, you know, you'll recognize. Well, great. Yeah, you'll see them and you'll be like, oh, I know who that is. Fantastic. I'm sure this movie's gonna be a lot of fun. Not so much, no. Oh, really? Yeah, no, it's gonna be very somber, but not in a badass, gritty way like Logan, like just a bunch of sad mutants running around. Okay, but Quicksilver's gonna be there to lighten the mood. He's barely gonna be in it. How come? Well, he's so powerful that he could easily solve a lot of the problems in the movie, so I had to write him out of it very quickly. Okay, probably a smart move, I guess. So what problems are the X-Men gonna face? Well, I was thinking we could do a Dark Phoenix storyline. Oh, that was already covered in X-Men The Last Stand, though. Yeah, and people really didn't like it very much, so I think we should give it another shot. Oh, okay, but we're gonna get it right this time? I mean, that's certainly one possible outcome, sure. Sounds like a sure thing to me. It absolutely might be, maybe. Plus, since Sophie Turner is playing Jean Grey now, we get to put her front and center, you know? She's real popular because of Game of Thrones. That's a good point, and people associate that show with good writing. And they always will. I can't wait to see how they wrap that whole thing up. So anyway, the last movie took place in the 80s, so this one's gonna jump forward to the 90s. Do we really need to keep going with that decade-jumping gimmick? I don't think anyone actually cares about it. Absolutely we do. My mom always said, you gotta commit to the gimmick. What? Why would your mom always say that? You know, in retrospect, I have no idea. Very weird. Okay, so it's the 90s. It is. So I guess we'll have a lot of fun with like 90s culture and whatnot. Not really, no. Oh, okay, never mind. And what are we gonna do about character ages? Like, how old is Magneto at this point? 62. So then do we get Michael Fassbender or Ian McKellen? I think we could just stick with Fassbender. He's something like 42 in real life, and that's basically 62 if you round up several times. And we'll age him up a little bit with makeup. No, we could just pretend like he's old. Oh, using make-believe instead of makeup is tight. Yeah, so anyway, at the beginning of the movie, the X-Men have to go save some astronauts in space, right? Right. But while they're up there, Jean absorbs some crazy solar flare power thing and she passes out. And that's what gives her the Phoenix powers? Exactly. Oh, but wait, didn't she go all Phoenixy at the end of X-Men Apocalypse? What was that about? Unclear. Well, okay then. So then Jean gets super powerful and she finds out that her dad that she thought was dead is actually still alive and Charles was keeping it from her. Oh, drama. Yeah, so she goes to see her dad and he's like, yeah, no, I don't want to be your dad. And then she just goes nuts on the X-Men. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, and she kills Mystique. Oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy. So, you know, that's gonna make a great moment for the trailer. But no, we can't put that in the trailer. It's a big character death. We have to. This way people are gonna know that this movie's not messing around, you know? Main characters are gonna die. Oh, so other main characters die? No. Oh, okay. Anyway, so then Jean is gonna go see Magneto for help, but he rejects her, so she goes even crazier. Wow, I have to say, it's gonna be nice to just focus on Jean and the Phoenix Force, you know? It felt like in The Last Stand, we just had too much stuff going on. And also aliens. What? Yeah, there's gonna be aliens too, and they want the Phoenix Force. Oh, maybe we should just spend more time with Jean so people actually care about her. And the aliens shapeshift too, and they want to take over the world. Okay. So now Magneto and Beast want to kill Jean, and the rest of the X-Men want to help her. Oh, wow, so what happens? Well, they're gonna go to New York, and Charles is gonna be like, I'm sorry, Eric, I can't let you kill her. Okay. And Magneto's gonna be like, you're always sorry, Charles, and there's always a speech, but nobody cares anymore. Oh, that's a good line. Thanks, it's a play on something my wife yelled at me as I was telling her about this movie. Wow. So anyway, Jean is inside this building, and Magneto pulls a subway car out from under the ground to block the door behind him. Were there no cars on the street? There were, but this is gonna look cooler. Well, that's what's important. And Jean is gonna use her powers to force Charles to walk up some stairs. It's gonna be horrifying. Oh, wow. Either that or hilarious. It could go either way, to be honest. Well, fingers crossed for horrifying. So anyway, eventually this is gonna lead to a big space battle where Jean just goes crazy on these aliens with her fire powers. Oh, we might want to think of a backup. Apparently Captain Marvel might end in a similar way with a big space battle where she flies around. Oh, well, hopefully they're not also doing anything with shape-shifting aliens. Can you imagine? Well, anyway, if we do need to reshoot, I have this other idea where the third act takes place on a train. Oh, on a train, huh? Yeah, see, all the X-Men have been captured because of the New York thing. Okay. And then the aliens attack because they want Jean. Oh, boy. Yeah, and these aliens are like Terminators, you know? Magneto and some soldiers are shooting at them with guns, but they just keep coming. Oh, man, it's gonna be tough to kill these guys if they're bulletproof. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because see, sometimes they're not bulletproof. What do you mean? Sometimes bullets kill them. I don't know. So they're not bulletproof?
I don't
Listen,
know.
sometimes they are and sometimes they're not. I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about this. Okay, let me get off of that thing. And eventually Magneto's gonna crush some of them with the train. Wait, the train is made of metal? Why even try using guns? Unclear. Huh. And so then gene is gonna kill the main alien, but also kinda die, but more like transcend her physical form and become a fiery space bird. Very cool. Yeah, and they're gonna rename the school Jean Grey's School for Gifted Youngsters.
Oh, it feels like it might be more appropriate to name it after Raven.
Yeah, well, they're gonna name it after the girl who killed her.
Okay, and so what's going on with the timeline stuff here exactly?
Well, here's the thing. I had the timeline stuff all figured out, right? All detailed on a bulletin board with colored strings and stuff.
Okay, it's good to be organized.
And then, well, have you ever seen cat videos where they play with strings?
Oh, did your cat start playing with the strings?
Well, no, but I saw a video of a cat doing that, and it looked like a ton of fun, so... You know, long story short, I have no idea what's going on with the timeline.
But you had fun?
I did, yeah.
Well, that's all that matters then.
Thanks.
And so you think people are gonna enjoy this movie?
I mean, look, as long as it gets a better reception than The Last Stand, we'll have done our jobs.
Yeah, no. Now, I like how both the honest trailer and the pitch meeting both talked about the age of what the characters should have looked like, things of that nature, and the whole gimmick of going a decade for each movie was just weird. It wasn't really needed, you know, for one. They could have just gone a few years at a time. I'm not really sure why they did the whole decade thing. But I like how pitch meeting pointed out how she had the Phoenix powers in Apocalypse, and this movie is after that. So how does she have the powers there, but then she absorbs the power in this movie and now she has a power? It was just weird. Like, they forgot what they did in all these movies and they're just piecing stuff together. That's pretty much the way it went. I'm looking forward to the MCU taking over and seeing what they do, because I'm really excited for that. And I'm excited to see the teases that they'll put out there over time, because they're not going to just boom put out a movie. They're going to piece together characters and they'll show up in other movies and stuff like that, I hope, which will be fun to see. But the Fox X-Men movies, like Honest Trailers put it, you had some high highs, you had some low lows, you had some middling middles. They did all things within this franchise in different ways. And while some things connected and some things didn't, you know, we got a cinematic universe from Fox of X-Men movies. Love it or hate it, they're there. But the MCU, I think, could do some good stuff here. Which one's your favorite of these, though, so far, as far as pitch meeting honest trailers of these X-Men movies? We've done Days of Future Past, we've done Apocalypse, we've done Dark Phoenix. Now, I'm going to do the first three of the other ones. Obviously, we've done Deadpool and all that, but some people consider that X-Men, some people don't. I consider it X-Men. But I'm going to do X-Men 1 through 3. I'll start that next week, so look for that. But let me know which one's your favorite of these. I might do a poll even for this, but we'll check it out. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Pitch me the honest trailer for this one. Let me know. We did watch The Dark Knight earlier today. If you haven't seen that, check that out. Just watch the pitch meeting. That's no need to even watch the honest trailer. I'm not gonna even put you through that. It's there, but pitch meeting is the one you want to watch. To my hyper crew: Brian Tidwell, Steve O, Slepnir, K6013, Dash Milner, Daniel Lopez, and Jonathan Cedarlund. Thank you guys so much for choosing that tier. I really appreciate it. To all my members and my subscribers, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, whether it's monetarily or just hitting the subscribe button. It goes a long way, does not go unnoticed, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you. While you're still here, smash that like button. It really does help out the channel, helps more people see the videos, and it helps me know what you guys want to see more of. Also, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below. Join the channel, and you'll enjoy what we do here each day. We have fun, we smile, we laugh. We talk about movies, we talk about TV. I think we have a good time here. Before you go, check out some of our most popular videos on the channel right over here. You can see our most recent reaction right up here as well. If you've seen all of that, I'll see you guys in the comments. We'll talk about this.